Welcome to a video on Applied Energistics 2, having to do with fixing autocrafting recipes that are having trouble because of NBT data mismatches. It's a pretty straightforward fix, so I just want to show why that's happening and how to fix it. So if we go to our pattern terminal and I say that I want to make a Lapotron crystal because I use it a lot. If I click this Move Items button, notice how there's two valid types of recipes. I only like using the mechanism one. So it doesn't matter how much I time it, it will always have a preference to a certain one. And this is something I never use. I never use the substitution feature. I like to program exactly what it's going to use. And that's just personal preference. But just note that. So we have a valid craft now. Now there's still an issue, but I want to demonstrate the problem here. If we look at this, we see this energy crystal has 1 of 27 and there's 0 NBT tags on that. I already have this energy crystal here automated, but notice the durability is 0 of 27 and there's no NBT data. So I want to show the problem. If I throw the pattern into the molecular assembler, and let's say I ask for 2. A pretty easy craft, everything's available, maybe I craft some diamonds, we hit start. So I have a lot of stuff auto-crafting right now, so it's easier for me to look at this giant scoreboard than to try to click into my terminal. So stored, or scheduled rather. So we're waiting on this, but it's not crafting. And that should be a really quick recipe, but it's not happening. So what's going on? If I come back to the terminal and I look at these crystals, you might be confused because you don't see anything. They're not anywhere. That's because they're kind of held up in queue waiting to get made. So if I click cancel, hopefully I canceled the right thing there. Okay, so these crystals, all the ingredients got returned, and the Lapotron crystal still did not get crafted. Because again, we made the wrong type of item. So an easy way to fix that is just to get rid of this and to say, you know what, you're supposed to be using this guy. And then you click like that. And just to show how this will work from scratch, if I get rid of these again, they're in my inventory. I'm going to get rid of this broken recipe and put the good one in. Shift click, just so I don't use that accidentally. So if I ask for 2 of these again, it should happen pretty quickly as soon as it pulverizes that diamond. There's 1 and there's 2. So that's cool, that worked without a hitch. I also should mention I'm playing the Enigmatica 2 Expert mod pack for Minecraft 1.12, so maybe this isn't an issue in the future, but for this pack and for Minecraft 1.12 it's an issue. I also had an issue auto-crafting the mechanical user because they have the recipe modified a lot in this pack. And when it comes to the turtles and CC tweaked, even though everything looks kind of okay, it does not like there's no NBT data that you can actually see here. For me, everything looks fine, but you have to actually manually place many of these components. Even though you can shift click in with that little plus sign and it moves the items in for you, I find you have to go through every single piece and component and manually place that craft. The benefit is after you go through all that work, that might take a lot of steps. When you do want to auto-craft it, it'll actually work and it happens pretty quick. I wasn't paying attention. Did that craft 2 of them? Oh no, it's doing it right now. And again, I got so much stuff auto-crafting, it's hard to tell if that completed. Oh yeah, 2 to 4. Nice. So just be aware of that. Sometimes you can't always see it with NBT data, so just try manually placing each component. Like for instance, for this one, I might start at the hard disk level and just try to automate this first. And if it gets stuck, then you have to check what other component's holding it up.